somehow got leaked. All right, back to the phone calls. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hey, how's it going, Lou?
Going good.
Yeah, so first of all, I just wanted to say, yeah, last week when you muted me, I actually couldn't hear you when we were talking about Billy Napier. I couldn't hear you on the other end. My thing froze. So yeah, I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to like interrupt you or anything. No, just saying like if I'm still talking and I'm not even acknowledging that you're talking, like that's why it froze up. But like I didn't realize you were talking. But anyway, no, that's no. But anyway, um, what do you think right now is like the future for Shane Beamer right now in Columbia? Like,
I think I don't think he's on the hot seat now, but I think if he has another year next year like they had this year, I think people are going to run out of patience with him. And plus, he's got one of those silly ass personalities that when you're losing, it gets even worse. Like his personality is great when they're winning, but when it's losing, it just rubs you the welcome there quick. I mean, we have to remember he's been there 3 years, and this year was really bad. But each of the first 2 years, he way overachieved. Way overachieved. I mean, he was predicted to win like 5 games his first 2 years, and he won 8 and 9 or whatever it was. So he did have a bad year, but 2 out of his 3 years above expectations. So I think, this year coming up, we'll see. And they've lost a lot to the portal, too. They've been recruited than they have in probably 10 years. So we'll see if that starts to pay off this coming year. But they're going to have a better year in 24 than they had in 23, for sure. Or he's going to be feeling the heat.
yeah, transfer portal's killed us.
Yeah.
And we got guys leaving left and right. I mean, I don't get it. What's with these kids? I mean, I guess they see this money, but still, I mean, if that's what's causing you to leave, that shows the bad character. I mean, we had both Juice Wells and Mario, both play at small schools, brought them up, developed them into stars, played Juice Wells over $1 million, and they just both leave us, and Wells kind of gave us the middle finger on the way out. But yeah, so I don't get what's with all these kids. Jaheim Bell did the same thing last year when he left for Florida State.
Yeah.
Literally selling T-shirts right before he left.
Well, I mean, it happens to every team. South Carolina's not the only team to lose players to the portal. That's the bad. The bad news is you lose players. The good news is the portal is slapped full with players, and South Carolina's got just as much opportunity to go into that portal and bring people in as anybody else does. I mean, they've done it before. Spencer Rattler, they're going to have to go out and get some more pieces. That's all you can do. I mean, complaining about the portal at this point is useless. It's not going away. They're not going to take away the right of players to change teams. That's not going to happen. So we can continue to complain about it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. We can pretend it's ruining college football, even though the ratings this season were higher than they've ever been at any point in history of college football. But it's not going away.
I think there needs to be like a little bit of restrictions to it, but no, they shouldn't completely get rid of the portal, go back to the old system, and they shouldn't make it to where you can only transfer 1 or 2 times. Like, I don't think they need to put in like a limited amount of years you can transfer. I hate that idea. Yeah, but how do you feel about Pittman next year at Arkansas? How do you feel about him?
He's another one. He's got to win next year, or it's going to be it.
Yeah, I'm not
Billy Napier, Pittman, Beamer.
Hugh Freeze?
No, it's only his second year. Yeah, those 3 coaches have to win next year, or they're gone.
Yeah, I guess Freeze. He actually did pretty good for his first year. I mean, I know 6-6 is not what Auburn wants.
Well, they have a really good recruiting class too. They're not fixing to run Hugh Freeze off after 1 or 2 years. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they were in a rough spot with Brian Harsin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm hoping Pittman. I think it was a good move, to be honest. They didn't just fire him this year. They're giving him another year because still they're at least in better shape than when he first got there. I mean, that Chad Morris era, that was
it was horrible.
I mean, 4 and 18, 4 and 16,
something like that. It was really bad.
I mean, he's got to be one of the worst Power 5 coaches I've seen in the last. He's probably the worst Power 5 coach, in my opinion, in the last decade. I mean, if I'm being honest, he's worse than Derek Dooley. I mean, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Beamer. All he's got to do is make a bowl game, and I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Auburn they'll be better next year. They'll be at least an 8-win team, in my opinion. You know, people are talking about that loss to New Mexico State. New Mexico State's legitimate this year. I know it's weird saying that. It feels weird saying that, but really, I mean, they are. You look at the kind of team they had this year. I don't think that's as bad as what people are making it out to be.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, buddy. Thank you for the call. Somebody in the comment section talking about Bama's dynasty. Bama's dynasty's been over, buddy.